What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the JuiceBox presented by Lock City. It's Wighty here today. Happy Wednesday. Hope everyone's having a solid week so far. Today we have episode 114 of the JuiceBox, which will be a quick review of yesterday's MLB slate, followed by everything that you need to know for MLB action today on Wednesday, June 25th, including, of course, our JuiceBox Lock of the day. And of course, shout out to Claw for yesterday's JuiceBox Lock. He cashed us out on the Tampa Bay Rays as a plus 120 underdog on the money line. This brings us to 48, 32, and 1 overall on JuiceBox Locks. We're up a total of 38.11 units, or $3,811 for you $100 bettors, $381 for you $10 bettors. We're on a nice streak here with the JuiceBox Locks. Our last miss came all the way back on the 17th. So like 7-8 in a row here. We'll try to keep things moving today. But before we get into today's games, just a reminder, of course, you can join our premium tier Discord at whop.com/LockCity. That's WHOP.com/LockCity for only $5 a month. This gets you access to every cheat sheet across all active major sports, access to premium picks from all 9 of our pro cappers, and tons of other sports-specific and stat-specific data points on a daily basis to help you become a better sports bettor. That breaks down to 16 cents a day, only $5 a month, whop.com/LockCity. That's WHOP.com/LockCity. Alrighty, quick review of yesterday's slate before we hop into today. I will just go relatively quickly. The Texas Rangers on the road at Camden Yards took down the Orioles in extras by a score of 6-5. That one took 10 innings. The Tigers at home on Scooble Day. Scooble picked up his 9th win of the year, improved to 9-2 with a 2.29 ERA. Tigers beat the Athletics by a score of 11-4. The Blue Jays took down the Cleveland Guardians by a score of 10-6 on the road at Progressive Field. The Atlanta Braves beat the Mets 7-4 at Citi Field in Queens, New York. The Cincinnati Reds in extras beat the Yankees, a good win for the Reds, by a score of 5-4 at Great American Ballpark at home in Cincinnati, Ohio. The Arizona Diamondbacks, traveling on the road, took down the White Sox to probably no one's surprise by a score of 4-1. The Milwaukee Brewers beat the Pirates by a score of 9-3, also probably to no one's surprise at home. I was going to say Cincinnati. The Seattle Mariners on the road took down the Minnesota Twins by a score of 6-5 at Target Field. The Tampa Bay Rays, of course, our JuiceBox Lock, won by a score of 5-1 at Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. The St. Louis Cardinals beat the Chicago Cubs at home at Busch Stadium by a score of 8-7. The Astros beat the Phillies, very low scoring, score of 1-0 at Daikin Park in Houston. The Dodgers on the road took down the Rockies, again, to no one's surprise, by a score of 9-7, covering the run line there. The Angels in extras beat the Red Sox 3-2 at home. The Padres took down the Nationals in a close one, 4-0 at home. And the Marlins beat the Giants. I had the Giants as our max play of the day in the server there. And the Marlins won that game. That was surprising to me. Verlander shit the bed. Alrighty, let's move on to today's slate. Games kick off at 2:10 p.m. Eastern Time, with the first one being there's two at 2:10, but the first one that we're going to talk about is going to be the Diamondbacks and the White Sox at Wright Field in Chicago, Illinois. Drillinois, if you will. The Diamondbacks are starting Zach Gallen. He's 5-8 overall with a 5.6 ERA and a 1.4 WHIP. Sean Burke is getting the start for the White Sox. These guys are both righties. Sean Burke is 3-7 overall with a 4.5 ERA and a 1.42 WHIP. I'm going to lean Diamondbacks again in this one. Gallen's not having a great year, but Diamondbacks should win this game. I'm going to go D-backs on the money line, minus 160. D-backs have won the first two, 10-0 and 4-1. They probably cover the run line again today, but I think they're a safe bet to win this game at minus 150. I like that line. Next one up, we're actually already going to find our JuiceBox Lock of the day here, is going to be the Pirates and the Brewers. This game, very exciting pitching matchup. We got Paul Skeens and Jacob Misarowski. For those of you not familiar with the latter, Jacob Misarowski very recently has come up into the MLB here. He's looked incredible. His first start, he was throwing a no-hitter through, I think it was like 5 innings, ended up rolling his ankle or twisting his ankle on the bump, headed back to the mound there, and then got pulled, but went scoreless. The next time out, a couple days ago, whenever his last start was, probably like 4 or 5 days ago, He actually had a perfect game through 6 innings, I think it was. And then the Brewers ended up blowing that shortly thereafter. But he's looked excellent. He's pitched those 11 innings. He's only given up 1 hit. It was a home run. But outside of that, he struck out 11 batters. He's looked really, really good out there. Paul Skeens obviously is Paul Skeens. He's 4-6 on the year, but like I said last time, I think it was on the pod, when it comes to Pittsburgh pitchers, just ignore the record because Pittsburgh sucks. Paul Skeens has a 1.85 ERA, 0.88 WHIP. Obviously, a perennial Cy Young candidate for many years to come. One of the best pitchers in the league. What we are going with for our JuiceBox lock of the day on this one is going to be the first 5 innings under 3 total runs. Both of these teams, so Skeens is going to hold down the Brewers, and Pittsburgh's got horrible offense, plus I trust Misarowski at home in this spot. Skeens is going to look good regardless. I think Misarowski at home against the Pirates is a really good spot for him. The first 5 innings here, I would be surprised if we see 1 total run, to be honest. It might finish 1-0 after the first 5, but in my opinion, there's no way we're getting to 3 runs over the first 5 innings of this game. We got 2 absolute studs on the mound. JuiceBox Lock here, and I'll repeat it at the end of the pod for those that are used to finding it there. But the JuiceBox Lock for today, it's minus 105 right now on Bet365. Pittsburgh and Milwaukee, first 5 innings, under 3 runs. If it's 3 exactly, we're going to get the push. We'll get our money back on that. But we're going under 3 total runs for the first 5 innings. Pittsburgh Pirates, Milwaukee Brewers, JuiceBox Lock of the day. Moving on to the next one, we're going to have the Red Sox and the Angels, 4:07 p.m. Eastern Time, Angel Stadium, Anaheim, California. We got Richard Fitts getting the start for the Red Sox, right-handed pitcher. He's 0-3 with an ERA of 4.71 and a 1.29 WHIP. And it's Yusei Kikuchi Day for the Angels. He's 2-6 with a 3.01 ERA and a 1.43 WHIP. I think the Angels win this game. I'm going to be honest with you. The Angels have won 4 out of 5 this year against the Red Sox. They've won the last 2, the first 2 of this series. I think they're going to sweep the Red Sox, finish this one off with a strong home showing here. I'm going Angels on the money line, minus 135. Let's move on to the next one. We're going to have the Nationals and the Padres, 4:10 p.m. Eastern Time, Petco Park, San Diego, California. The Washington Nationals are sending Mackenzie Gore out there. He's 3-7 with a 3.19 ERA and a 1.19 WHIP. He's looked really, really good this year. San Diego, and he also used to be on San Diego. He came over in the Juan Soto deal. And Nick Pivetta is headed out there for the Padres. He's 7-2 with the 3.64 ERA and a 1.08 WHIP. I'm leaning Padres. But I think my favorite in this game is going to be Mackenzie Gore over 5.5 strikeouts. I think he was held to like only 1 the first time he saw the Padres this season, if I'm not mistaken. I believe I saw that, but I think he gets the job done here. I think he gets a 6. I know that 1 is a really concerning statistic, but I think he's racking up Ks here on the road today against San Diego. When we're looking at Mackenzie Gore, in terms of splits, he's been better, obviously, at home, but he's still been racking up the Ks there on the road. In 49 road innings, he's gotten 67 strikeouts. So his strikeout rate on the road is actually higher than it is at home. I think Mackenzie Gore over 5.5 strikeouts is going to be our best line for this game. It's currently minus 102. I really like that. I think he probably goes for like 7 or 8 today. Next one up, 6:35 p.m. is going to be the Rangers and the Orioles at Camden Yards. The Rangers are starting Jacob deGrom, 7-2 with a 2.24 ERA and a 0.92 WHIP, having an excellent year. Brandon Young getting the start for the Orioles. He's 0-1 with a 6.23 ERA and a 2.19 WHIP. This one's going to be an obvious Texas Rangers first 5 money line for me. You can grab it around minus 160-ish, which I think is really good value here. deGrom is having an excellent season. Overall, I mean, that 2.24 ERA is great on the road. He's got an ERA of under 3 as well. He's holding opponents to a opposing batting average of only 192 on the road. He's looked excellent. I'm going Texas Rangers first 5 innings money line, and I bet that deGrom holds the Orioles to only maybe a run or 2, if that, and Texas gets the job done. Next one up is going to be the Athletics and the Tigers. 6:40 p.m. Eastern Time, Comerica Park, Detroit, Michigan. The Athletics are starting Jake Lopez. I like that for them, to be honest with you. He's 1-4, 4.25 ERA, 1.44 WHIP. And Jack Flaherty's getting the start for my Tigers. 5-8, 4.83 ERA, 1.21 WHIP. I'm still going to go Tigers here. Tigers on the money line, minus 165. I think they get the job done here. I don't see. They're the first team to 30 wins, first team to 40 wins, first team to 50 wins. I think they keep rolling. They're 27-12 at home. The Athletics have looked all right recently, but they had a stretch where they looked absolutely horrible. I don't trust them on the road. Tigers money line, minus 165. To no one's surprise, probably. Next one up is going to be the Blue Jays and the Guardians, 6:40 p.m. Eastern Time as well, at Progressive Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Toronto's starting Max Scherzer. He's back out here. He's 0-0. He's only gone 3 innings. He had an ERA 6. He's finally coming back from injury here. And Gavin Williams getting the start for the Guards. He's 5-3 with a 3.5 ERA and a 1.42 WHIP. I would like to say Toronto, but I'm going to go Cleveland here. It's hard to trust pitchers their first game coming back. He's coming back from the 60-day injured list. Scherzer says he's feeling fine. He's doing everything he can to manage his thumb, make sure that he recovers properly. But a road start in the first game back, I got to go Cleveland in this one. I'm going to lean Cleveland minus 110 on the money line. I don't love that one, but that's what we're going to run with. Next one up is going to be the Braves and the Mets, 7:10 p.m. Eastern Time, Citi Field, Queens, New York. We got Didier Fuentes headed out there for the Braves. Why? We don't know. He's 0-1 with a 7.2 ERA and a 1.4 WHIP. Clay Holmes getting the start for the Mets. He's having a good year. He's 7-4, 3.04 ERA, 1.23 WHIP. He's looked good at home. The Mets have looked good at home. The Mets are 27-12 at home. Excellent home record, same as the Tigers. One of the best teams in the league. I'm going to go Mets here. Mets on the money line at 155, I think, is a gift. I think if you can get them on the first 5 here, that's good as well. The Braves have won every single game against the Mets this year. They're 5-0 against the Mets. The Mets have yet to grab a win. It's going to happen today. We're going to go Mets on an undervalued money line at minus 155 with Clay Holmes on the bump against Didier Fuentes. Next one up is going to be 7:10 as well. This is going to be the Yanks and the Reds, Great American Ballpark, Cincinnati, Ohio. We got Max Fried getting the start for the Yanks, having an incredible year. He's 9-2 with a 2.05 ERA and a .96 WHIP. Brady Singer getting the start for the Reds. He's 7-5 with a 4.13 ERA and a 1.30 WHIP. Brady Singer at home, his ERA has been a lot better than it is on the road. He's got an ERA of 3.62 when he's at home, and he's holding batters to only 181 in terms of batting average. Max Fried has obviously looked good everywhere. On the road, he's got an ERA of only 2.26. He's holding batters to batting 228 on the road, which is good for the road, obviously. This one here, I'm kind of leaning like a first 5 under. I think the fact that the over-under for this game is 9.5 is pretty high. We saw 9 runs yesterday. We saw 7 runs the day before. I think that's a super high line, though. I like a first 5 under 4.5 here. I feel pretty good about that. Brady Singer's look good at home. I know it's the Yankees, but first 5 under 4.5 for that one's going to be the lean. Next one up is the Mariners and the Twins, 7:40 p.m. Eastern Time, Target Field, Minneapolis, Minnesota. George Kirby gets a start for the Mariners, 1-3, 6.16 ERA, 1.4 WHIP. And the Twins are starting Joe Ryan, 7-3 with a 3.06 ERA and a .91 WHIP. I got to lean Twins here. Twins minus 125 on the money line. I like it. The Mariners have looked good. The Mariners have won 4 of 5 against the Twins this year. The Twins lost the first 2 in this series. There's 2 more games left in this one. They do play tomorrow on Thursday as well. And I like the Twins' chances to maybe even up the series in this one. They're not a horrible team. Both of these teams are above 500 in terms of their respective home and away records, but I am going to lean Twins here. Twins on the money line minus 125. Next one up, going to be the Rays and the Royals, 7:40 p.m. Eastern Time, Kauffman Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. We got Drew Rasmussen getting the start for the Rays, and Michael Wacha headed out there for the Royals. We'll keep this short. I like the Rays in this one again. We took the Rays yesterday as an underdog. The Rays are favored today, minus 130. Rasmussen's looked really good. I think the Rays get the job done here. Next one up, going to be the Cubs and the Cards, 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time, Busch Stadium, St. Louis, Missouri. One of the later games in the night. We only have 3 left after this one, and not a lot of West Coast action tonight, just one West Coast game. So Cubs and Cardinals. Cubs are starting Matthew Boyd, 6-3 with a 2.84 ERA and a 1.14 WHIP, and Eric Fedde getting the start for the Cardinals, 3-6 with a 3.54 ERA and a 1.3 WHIP. I am kind of Fedde biased because I really like how he looked in the KBO 2 years ago before he went to the White Sox last year and Cardinals now this year. But I also like Matthew Boyd, former Tigers pitcher, and he's having a good year. The Cubs have looked good. I'm going to lean Cubs. Let's lean Cubs on the money line, minus 145. I dig it. We'll move on to the next one. I don't love it, but it's chill. Next one up is going to be the Phillies and the Astros, 8:10 p.m. Eastern Time, Daikin Park, Houston, Texas. Zach Wheeler gets the start for the Phillies. He's 7-2, ERA of 2.61 and a .91 WHIP. Their ace, he's excellent. Well, they got Jesus Luzardo's also they got a lot of good pitching, but I'm going to call Zach Wheeler their ace. Colton Gordon is headed out there for the Astros, 2-1 with a 4.54 ERA and a 1.37 WHIP. I got to lean Phillies. Phillies first 5, I think even. Let's do that. Phillies first 5 because Houston's got a really good home record. You can't ignore that. But let's go Phillies first 5 money line. Really low scoring game yesterday, 1-0. Over under for this one's 7.5 total runs. We might see a couple more. I trust Wheeler more than I trust Colton Gordon, obviously. So we're going to go Phillies first 5 money line on this one. Next one up, second last game of the night, Dodgers, Rockies, Coors Field, Denver, Colorado. Rockies are starting Yoshinobu Yamamoto, 6-6 with a 2.76 ERA and a 1.09 WHIP. His record is kind of crazy to me because the Dodgers are 49-31 overall. So for him to be 6-6 with really good stats is kind of funny. Chase Dollander headed out there for the Rockies. He's 2-7 because it's the Rockies. But he also has a 6.19 ERA and a 1.48 WHIP. This one, the Dodgers win this game, but they're an outrageous minus 325 on the money line. The run line for this is 3.5 runs, which is absurd. Minus 3.5 for LA is only plus 110. Crazy. I would just say lay off this game. The Dodgers win. Do they win by 3 runs? Who the hell knows? Minus 325, ridiculous. Probably not even worth a parlay piece. Like, yeah, they probably win, but they could win this by a run. They could win it in extras. Who the hell knows? Let's not bet this game. But if you need to, because your compulsion tells you to, I don't know, Dodgers money line. Why not? It's the only thing that we can say for sure will hit, but it's outrageously priced. Last game of the night, going to be the Marlins and the Giants. This is going to be 9:45 p.m. Eastern Time, Oracle Park, San Francisco, California. Edward Cabrera gets a start for the Marlins. He's 2-2 with the 3.81 ERA and a 1.39 WHIP. Logan Webb Day for the Giants. He's 7-5 with a 2.49 ERA and a 1.12 WHIP. When we're looking at Logan Webb at home, his ERA is only 1. He is incredible at home. 1.35 ERA. He's 4-1 at home. He's gone 53 innings, and he's only given up 8 earned runs. He's been unstoppable at home. We're going to go Giants first 5 on the money line. It's going to be a stupid price, like minus 210, but I like it a lot. Giants first 5 money line. Really safe parlay piece. We're going to use that one as the last game of the night. They're going to bounce back. They lost yesterday to the Marlins by 2 runs. They're going to bounce back and get the win today with Logan Webb on the bump. Alrighty, circling back up to the JuiceBox Lock, for those of you that are used to it at the end, we're running with the Pittsburgh Pirates and Milwaukee Brewers first 5 innings under 3 total runs. It's Paul Skeens and Jacob Misiorowski on the mound, respectively. Paul Skeens, excellent perennial Cy Young candidate, 4-6 with a 1.85 ERA and a .88 WHIP. He's gone 102 innings. He has 106 Ks. He's been lights out consistently. Jacob Mizorowski, this is now his third start in the MLB. His first start, he had a no-hitter through 5 innings, rolled his ankle, came out of the game. His next start, he had a perfect game through 6 innings, gave up a home run. He's gone 11 innings. He's only given up 1 hit in those 11 innings. He's been excellent. The Pirates have a horrible offense. The Brewers are at home. That benefits Mizorowski in terms of not giving up runs. He'll be comfortable at Great American. And I really like this. I think they take care of business here. Or they say Great American. I meant American Family Field in terms of Milwaukee's home stadium. But either way, I think they take care of business here. They're going to be under 3 total runs. I would be surprised if we even see a run. It might be 1-0 after the first 5, but there's no way these two offenses are getting 3 runs today. I feel great about this. We're going to go first 5 innings, under 3 total runs on Bet365. That line is -105. That's the best that I could find. I'm going to be running with it there. I really, really love this. We got 2 units on it. Let's continue the streak here. We haven't lost to JuiceBox Lock since the 17th. Let's keep it rolling with some cash here. We will see y'all tomorrow for MLB and later today for the UFC pod. We got UFC 317 this weekend. Going to be a banger. All right, y'all. Hope everyone has a good day. Let's cash out and see y'all tomorrow for some MLB action. Take care. Peace.